Hi guys, so we tend to focus on trade between the UK and mainland Europe when tracking the impact Brexit is having since the end of the transition period. Sometimes overlooked is the massively important market for goods that is the Republic of Ireland. According to data from Ireland's Central Statistics Office, there has been a recent surge in imports to Ireland from the rest of the EU and a sharp dip in goods coming in from Great Britain. This is happening because Irish businesses have been opening up new supply chains to continental Europe so as to avoid both tariffs and shipping delays on goods coming in from the UK. The CSO data in Ireland for March showed trade in goods jumped 46% to more than €3.1 billion when it came to imports from the EU. This figure is compared to the same month in 2020 when the UK was still operating within the Brexit transition period. However, as we know, third country trading arrangements came in this year. Now the CSO data shows at the same time a massive slump in imports instead from Britain. These fell by almost a third to less than €1 billion. So which sectors are being most affected by this change? It seems that the food sector, which is a very important part of the Irish economy, saw the most dramatic impact. British imports since the beginning of the year are down an eye-watering 60% when compared to the same quarter in 2020. It's also important to remember that in the first quarter of last year we saw panic buying in supermarkets at the outset of the pandemic. This of course probably skews the numbers somewhat. What is interesting is while imports have showed a massive drop-off, exports haven't nearly been as badly affected. Exports to the UK from Ireland dropped just 3% in March compared to the same month in 2020. This is about €3 billion in real figures. This news has been reacted to in Northern Ireland, where the Deputy Director of the Trade Negotiations Division said companies were showing increased interest in North-South trade and in new and existing supply chains. However, some businesses in Northern Ireland were facing real ongoing difficulties, where supply chains could not be easily reorientated. According to experts on trade, there needs to be more work done to educate businesses both in Great Britain and Northern Ireland on the new processes for sending goods to Northern Ireland. Now, away from Brexit, Ireland is seeing a gradual recovery in more general exports. When the CSO adjusted for some seasonal factors, it seems that Irish exports of goods were up slightly in March over February. Adjusted imports were up too by about 6%. About one-third of Ireland's exports in March went to the United States, while slightly more went to other EU countries, with Germany accounting for the biggest slice, followed by the Netherlands and Belgium. Britain's share of Ireland's export market continues to decline, with less than 10% in March. There seems to be a quickening realignment taking place on the island of Ireland when it comes to trade. There's a general shift away from importing from the UK, and we've seen new ferry routes and direct connections to mainland Europe in recent news articles. While in Northern Ireland, as I and others have predicted, businesses will seek to develop new and strengthen existing supply chains in Europe either directly or via the Republic of Ireland. We will see a more all-Ireland economy evolving over the next decade. And finally, as I've said before, Brexit has been one of the greatest catalysts for a united Ireland. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?